Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning to you, beautiful people. Thanks so much for joining us here today on the Black Money and Power Show. Looks like we're having a couple of technical difficulties, but hopefully we're coming in A-OK right now. Let's check in the camera, check in mic. Looks like we're fine. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you guys here today. We'll do a little crypto education. We'll be diving into the Decentraland, or which was represented by Mana on the crypto exchanges. And so we're going to learn a little bit about what this thing is and what it does. Good morning to you, Ms. Glenda Tate Williams. How are you? Thanks so much for joining us. Brother Donto Williams in the house as well. We are going to begin our morning with a little motivation from Dr. Dennis Kimbrough from Daily Motivations for African American Success. Today is June 10th, 7:05 in the morning. We'll see what we can learn a little bit about Decentraland here today. Today's title is May the Force Be With You. We have Morgan Freeman, an Academy Award-winning actor, who says this, and I quote, "Don't be afraid of what you want. This is your time. The barriers are down. Don't be afraid of what you want. This is your time. The barriers are down." What is the ultimate power source that can lead you to success? This question is best answered by asking a series of questions. What force travels faster than the speed of light? What force penetrates all known barriers, whether concrete or steel? What force transcends time, both past and future, enabling anyone to turn the clock backward or forward into infinity? What force supplies each of us with an unlimited source of creativity, splashes oil on canvas to create a masterpiece, blends notes and melodies into a masterful musical composition, conceives dreams in the minds of men and women, raising them out of poverty into new hopes and vistas? What force sharpens the focus of human attention to needle-like precision until the basketball goes through the hoop or until the student receives his or her diploma? What force programs data into the subconscious, which calculates breakthrough solutions to what were once impossible deadlocks and unsolvable problems? What is this force? What is this incredible power? This power that ignites the creative fire is called imagination. Imagination is the audio and visual channel that the creator uses to communicate his dreams to your subconscious. When you're tuned in, you're alive and well. Observe your surroundings. You'll see countless illustrations of powerful achievements racked up by individuals just like you. And how's it done? Through the ultimate power source, your imagination. And here is our quote of the day. Our affirmation of the day. It says this. Let your imagination roam free. It will ignite your future. Let your imagination roam free. It will ignite your future. What's going on? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Not a problem at all. Good morning, Miss Tanisha. How are you? James Holmes is in the house. Miss Sincere from Mableton is in the house as well. Vivian Reed, thanks so much for joining us here today. Miss Kimberly McFarland, thanks for your assistance today. No problem. Hopefully I'm assisting as well. Grand rising to everyone who's joined us here this morning, as we are going to, again, dive into a little crypto education this morning, and we'll be talking about Decentraland, and it is represented by the ticker symbol MANA on our crypto exchanges. So let's see if I can pull this up for us, guys, up here and up here. And we will start with just taking a look at the market as a whole. Guys, in case you guys don't know, we had a lot of great news yesterday, bullish news, I guess you can call it. For the this is why I like my At any rate, we have, let's see here, what you guys talking about? Yeah, I don't know. You know what? I'm glad you mentioned that, Mr. Oko. I was actually looking at that this morning. It appears that some things have changed, I guess, maybe in Facebook world with notifications and things like that. So I'm going to look into that today. I'm noticing that viewership is kind of down, even though many people are saying they've been looking for this information. So I'm not quite sure what is going on, what has changed. Something has changed over the past month, I would say. Maybe with people getting notifications and knowing that we're here. Hopefully that fixes itself. I'm not quite sure. So I'll be looking into that today, tomorrow, trying to figure it out. Hopefully, we can come up with some type of solution because I know many people do want to learn. They just have to know that we're here. But coin market cap is where we're at. Taking a look at the cryptocurrency market, guys. We have over almost 10,400 tokens that have been created that are in this space. Yeah, they changed something. Something changed. So we'll work to figure that out. Even in my small groups, they don't even get notifications anymore. So that's kind of crazy. But we have $1.63 trillion. So the market has actually started to recover a bit over the past couple of days. Good news coming into the market. Biggest news being that we had a country, El Salvador, which has basically passed a law that Bitcoin will be legal tender, and that is a pretty huge deal. As our first domino has failed to mandate that Bitcoin be accepted, which means that businesses in that country must accept Bitcoin because it's now considered legal tender. So they have to put things into place to accept it as payment for whatever goods or services that they may sell in their country. So that is a huge, huge deal for the cryptocurrency world, being Bitcoin, being the good morning, Miss Gilliard, being the top dog as far as crypto is concerned. It's Bitcoin is now at 38,000. We saw it get down as low as 30,000. I think even maybe hit 29,000 at some point. But we see a huge V-shaped recovery for not just Bitcoin but crypto as a whole. But we also see Bitcoin its dominance increasing. I think yesterday or 2 days ago when we looked at it, it was at 41%. Now it's at 43.5. Ethereum is still holding a strong 18.4. So there's more money that has been flowing into Bitcoin as of recently over the past couple of days. It's up 10% over the past 24 hours. So that's a 10% change. And these wild swings, those of us that's in this crypto space, we are used to it. But many people who are not, they are not. So what ended up happening is those that are not familiar. I even got some text the other day, and they were asking, what's going on with Bitcoin? I said nothing. It's doing what it normally does. So it provides opportunities for people to get in at a lower price. We saw Bitcoin as high as about 62,000 at some point as well. So this is actually normal behavior. And so I would say to you, those who may be interested in the space or those who are in the space, if you can't stomach, we say it like this: if you can't stomach a 10% or 20% drop, then you also probably aren't going to be in a place where you can accept a 40% rise, because they go hand in hand. So this is a very, very volatile market, and the reason so I'm getting the little, okay, there we go. Lost audio, lost. Okay, are we back? It looks like we're back, coming back up. Let's give me a second, guys. See. King K, audio out, can't hear. Okay, sounds good again. Okay, fantastic. I don't know where it dropped off at, but nonetheless, so this is normal stuff. But we're now starting to get some. We are now starting to get some good news that's coming back into the market. So we see Bitcoin up to $711 billion. This will probably it's the the most the most popular coin, the coin that even. And if you haven't, if you want to get started in crypto and you have not created an account or a wallet of some sort, there is a link in the description of this video where you can click on that to actually get started with Coinbase. So that's where I recommend people start as they learn more and more about different wallets, different coins, and all that stuff. Coinbase, just added, I think, 4 new coins. They're currently approaching probably 70 coins out of this 10,000 coin market. I think that's a great place to start when you want to kind of learn as you're learning. I know this is really a new space to many people, and it's new to me, new to all of us. So many different dynamics to what is going on in this cryptocurrency space, the future of finance, disrupting a lot of different areas from real estate to gambling. And we'll see here what this Decentraland thing is doing and what it's disrupting as well. But anyway, Decentraland, we'll get into that here this morning. It's currently 72 cents per coin. And the reason why we do a show like this is to introduce you to these different coins, and then you go in, you determine for yourself whether you value it and what value it might bring, what value you may see in the coin itself. So we'll find out about Mana, which is the token, and Decentraland, which is the project. And Decentraland actually is a space, and it's exactly what it says. Decentra being decentralized, and land being, if you think about, let's just call it virtual reality, or you can call it, decentralized Sim City in a sense. And a lot of these land, quote unquote, which are plots of land, are going for a lot of money. So there is no maximum supply of the Mana token, which helps power Decentraland. And you'll take a look in just a second. Last time I tried to do this, was a lot of data that's being fed from the Decentraland. So it might be, let's see if we can get through this time like we couldn't get before. But anyway, what is Decentraland, guys? Eric Kamal says he's so bullish on Mana. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about your thoughts on the coin, on the project, on what they're doing. I think something that you have to kind of be into in order to be bullish. Well, let me ask you this, Erica. Do you actually have you also owned some land? Do you own some land in the Decentraland space, or are you just bullish on the token and what it represents? So at any rate, Decentraland Mana defines itself as a virtual reality platform powered by Ethereum. So we have a decentralized virtual reality platform, again, very similar to like a Sim City, by the Ethereum blockchain, that allows users to create, experience, and monetize content and applications. So you can imagine, for those who may know of, let's just say, a World of Warcraft or a Final Fantasy, or I guess maybe a League of Legends of some sort. I don't know, Magic the Gathering. Can you imagine, individuals creating their own whatever, developing in this virtual reality space? And so it's basically like some virtual real estate in a sense. In this virtual world, users purchase plots of land that they can later navigate, build upon, and monetize. So there are people who are buying these plots of land in this virtual space, developing their virtual plot of land into whatever, and they're spending a lot of money for the land, and then they're hoping that whatever they have created, well, I've heard some people, whatever they created will be worth a lot more depending on the location. That they have this land in. I mean, this Decentraland is very, very vast, and I don't know how much we'll really be able to cover today, but I do want to introduce you to a token that is backing a virtual reality platform. And you guys probably know that virtual reality is a space that is up and coming. It's a space that we're moving to Jetsonville, more so than we're moving away from Bedrock. So Decentraland was launched following a 24 million initial coin offering that was conducted in 2017. The virtual world launched its closed beta in 2019, opened to the public in February 2020. Since then, users have created a wide range of experiences on their parcels of land, LAND, everybody putting comments on land, including an interactive games, sprawling 3D scenes, and a variety of other interactive experiences. One video that I was watching, a brother was saying he's going to create an art gallery, and he's going to allow people to put their art in his gallery, and then as these virtual people, come and walk to see his gallery, they might want to buy one of the, some of their art. and then he'd like to be able to share the profits from that art with the artists and with the founders of Decentraland, and obviously himself. So this is a space, especially if you're a content creator. If you're someone that's, I mean, if you got kids that are very, very, creative artists, this is a lot here. So Decentraland uses two tokens, mana and land. Mana is the ERC token that must be burned to acquire non-fungible land tokens. Mana token can also be used to pay for a range of avatars, wearables, names, and more on the Decentraland marketplace. So this virtual reality space has a marketplace where those who own the Mana tokens can then buy stuff on the stuff from Decentraland. And I would also venture to say that some of the stuff that you buy, you may end up wanting to sell because there could be profit in what you own that's very rare or something like that. Now I know some people, they have a problem with being able to conceptualize what's going on here, and understand that to me it's no different than what's already going on, in a sense that, let's just say people they play again Sim City or something like that, where they're building these airports and they're building this city in order to have their avatar live on that city. Or I know in a lot of these games people buy skins for cards, and they want to buy the rarest weapon for their tune that's playing this game. This is the stuff that's kind of already happening. So it's not beyond comprehension that a whole world, whole virtual world could be created on a decentralized platform to give users a similar experience to what they've already are experiencing as well. So we have the founders here: Ariel, Milek, Esteban Ordano, and Esteban created Zeppelin Solutions. Milek held a role of project lead 2017-2020. He's a serial entrepreneur who's founded several startups. He's in Silicon Valley. So what makes Decentraland unique? All right, Decentraland is built for content creators, businesses, and individuals that are looking for a new artistic medium, business opportunity, and a source of entertainment. In total, Decentraland game world, termed the metaverse, is divided into 90,601 individual parcels of land, each of which is represented by an ERC 7021 non-fungible token, which is that land token. So each land is exactly 16 by 16 or 100 square meters and can be found at a particular coordinate in the metaverse. So we have coordinates. We have longitude, latitude lines that would identify a parcel of this land, this 16 by 16 square, and people are buying these plots of land in this of virtual real estate. Okay, virtual real estate. Okay. The land holders are free to develop their plot in whatever they choose. Much of the metaverse is broadly divided into several districts, of which has a different size and theme. These districts were generated through individual crowd sales for mana tokens, and parcels of land in these districts cannot be traded. As of January 2021, the cyberpunk theme Etheria is the largest district, comprising of a total of 8,008 land. So there's over 8,000 parcels of land that have been acquired in the cyberpunk themed district Etheria in Decentraland. Okay, in Decentraland. So yes, Erica Moss, we are in the AOL stage Web 3.0. They will come. I know they will. They're gonna have to come around, right? They're gonna have to come around. So Decentraland is also one of the growing number of projects to use a decentralized autonomous organization structure for governance decisions. As a result, mana token holders are in control of how the Decentraland world behaves by proposing and voting on policy updates that puts the power back into the hand of the people who are actually making this thing go. The specifics of upcoming land auctions. So they have auctions and the types of content that are allowed with the metaverse. This is interesting. Besides being a creative outlet, many Decentraland users currently monetize their land through leasing, advertising, and paid experiences. Can you imagine? Again, and it's hard to imagine for me. A virtual space where people are monetizing their virtual plots of land, leasing, advertising, and with paid experiences. So that experience could be maybe you created I don't know, a fair on your land, and your users go to your fair to ride the Ferris wheel, and they pay to get on the Ferris wheel, right? Or leasing and advertising. I mean, maybe you create a marketing company that puts billboards up, that advertises for real world businesses. I mean, this is just bonkers. I mean, it's just bananas. What's going on here? What's being created and developed? Likewise, our users generate income by creating and selling items on the Decentraland marketplace for Mana tokens. So I don't know what items. I mean, this is just crazy. What items are being created and sold on this virtual space? But we'll be taking a look here at the Decentraland itself. So you can buy Decentraland. It's available as far as the Mana is concerned. The token is available Coinbase, Binance, OCEK as well. So let's take a look at the website Decentraland. And I doubt I'll be here for the whole hour because I was having difficulty really. I understand it, but once you get to the website, it gets a little cloudy. Okay. So we'll go over here to decentraland.org. Let's see, real estate. What did you say, Tisha? I'm sorry, real estate. That's virtual. People can shop inside your piece of land. Yeah, they can. If you see a virtual porn, I can see virtual porn, lots of money. Yeah, let me get I was talking to somebody about what was it? I think it's Howard Duck and Jessica Rabbit. Everybody wanted Jessica Rabbit. Tisha, you asked. This is where it starts going slow, guys. I'm sorry. So if the coin is 72, do we use that to buy the land or one coin? No, that's not how it works. So the coin is 72 cents. That's as far as the Mana. You would then exchange the Mana for land. But I'm not quite sure how much one land is as it relates to the coin. But the land is what you buy. You would exchange the land in order to actually acquire a plot of land in this decentralized space. Now, the question is, how much is a plot of land? Well, that depends on its location in this Decentraland world, right? So let me go over here. I don't even know if this thing is it got so much going on this website. It might move super slow. Let's take a look at the marketplace first, if we can. So the Decentraland marketplace. This is what people are creating, and I guess what people are buying in a sense. So the world's one-stop shop for the very best digital assets. Okay, so these are wearables. These are things that your avatar right can wear, and so you can buy it here. It looks like this is 42. I guess maybe 42 land. I guess that's what this little symbol means, 54 land for a visor. And you would probably be amazed, but I mean, maybe you're not amazed that people are buying stuff and putting it on their avatar, making their avatars look cool, the same way they do in other games. Here you have your parcels, okay? So now we have, plots of land, I guess, that are being sold. So 4,800, I guess this represents maybe a land. This is the coordinates. It says 130.19 coordinates. So you have this parcel that's going for 4,800. You have this parcel, rare platinum parcel, right here in the middle of looks like the middle of the city, quite possibly 2,200, 22,000. I'm sorry. I guess this would be land. I'm thinking that's what that stands for. I guess I'm thinking the symbol. This is okay, no, there's 22,000 mana. Okay, 22,000 mana. So you spend 22,000 mana in order to acquire this plot of land right here, over here, this parcel, something like that, right? 79. So it's a little red dot over here, and that would be a 16 by 16 parcel. Looks like it's in the middle of some city. They got a whole bunch. I don't know what this black. This is the Grand Plaza, Genesis Plaza. This over here, I don't know what this is. Fashion Street, OX5. So at any rate, it's like it's a city. It's a city, man. I don't know no other way to describe it. So at any rate, so this looks like this is mana. 22,000 mana, 7,000 mana to acquire the parcels and estates. Then they have names. I don't know what this is. Names. You can buy a name. Alternate Manzir. This is 100,000, 1 million mana. Now you imagine mana is 72 cents right now. So you imagine if it's a million, then it's a million mana. So you multiply 1 million times 72 cents. That's how much it would cost you in real money to own this name. I don't know why the name is so popular, but it is. And so the games have to be, you know what, Tisha? I agree that the games have to be understood. I think that they are understood in this world of, for those that are in this world of virtual reality. And I think they'll be better understood and more adopted maybe as, I don't know, man. I mean, that's a great point. That's a great point. What you just said there. So anyway, so we see a marketplace where, stuff can be bought, from land to stuff you put on your character. I don't know what this name part is. I don't know why name is. I guess names are very valuable. I don't know what this is. It expires in 4 months. It's a name. I don't know what that is. I don't have any assets. So, I guess I could have my own assets, my own bids here. Decentraland here. Let's see what this does here. Okay, so it just takes me right back here. So so I could come in and I guess I could buy a parcel of digital virtual real estate, and I can start building on it. Now, here's the thing: it does seem to have some type of value if it has some cost to it. That's the thing as well. So this is just very interesting to me. I am not going to act like I am a big owner, understand all this stuff. But here you can see, welcome to Decentraland, create, explore, and trade in the first ever virtual world owned by its users. So that's the key. It's a virtual world owned by users. You need the mana token if you want to buy stuff or build up your character or whatever the case may be. I think I came in here one time and I created a guest account and I was able to at least explore. But this is very dangerous as well. Look at this, lose yourself in an amazing evolving world. I can imagine getting lost in this thing, playing this thing all day, trying to create or build whatever it is I want to build or explore wherever it is I want to explore. I'm just, it takes you out of reality that we're in and puts you into a virtual space. But here's the deal. People are meeting in these virtual spaces. People are actually, they're meeting. They're, okay, well, we're going to meet you tonight, Bobby, in Grand Plaza, and then we're going to go over to the arcade, in this virtual. So the reason why it's important to know that this stuff is being created, this stuff is going on. It's not exclusive. It's just, it may not be your world, but it is a world that is taking place here. Lose yourself in an amazing evolving world. Explore lands owned by users to experience incredible scenes and structures, from a space adventure to a medieval dungeon maze to entire villages crafted from the minds of community members. So just imagine, we just came through, COVID-19, and where basically people were confined to their household, so to speak. But what if they still got out, so to speak, by going into a virtual space to still experience the sunshine and the it's just so much to think about here. And so much to think about here. But this it's not far-fetched to believe or to even conceive that this could be a place where business transactions take place. This could be a place where meetings happen in the future. We're not, maybe not the immediate future, but 10 years, 15 years down the road. Virtual reality is a thing that is on the come up for a lot of different cases. But But it's something that's being built upon, and that's all I can really say. I mean, I think it's going to be up to each and every one of us individually if there's a space. Now, again, this may not be a space for everybody. This may be beyond, where you want to go with cryptocurrency. But I think it's still important to know these are some of the things that are being taken place. So you can test the limits of your imagination. Right? Create scenes, artwork, challenges, and more using the simple builder tool. Then take part in events to win prizes. For more experienced creators, the SDK provides the tools to fill the world with social games and applications. So just imagine all of our, cartoon makers and our game makers and designers, all our engineers. This could be just another place that they're building stuff, and it gives them the opportunity to get paid for what they build as well. Whew, so start building, start developing. That I'm not that creative type of person, but I can see where where that could be another space for our creatives to get some play. I mean, I'm thinking about the black owned. He's got I just saw an app that came out that recently out for the comic book they do over Black Sands. I can imagine Black Sand. I mean, can you imagine Egypt and the pyramids and somebody to redevelop that stuff in the virtual world, and then maybe they're also teaching the history of it as well. I mean, I don't know, but all it's just matter of just getting onto the computer, going online and connecting with other people that are running that are being met through a virtual experience. Their avatar. So just imagine, like, if you're on Facebook, right? How many guys actually created an avatar on Facebook? So just imagine that your avatar was now, your avatar is a representation of you, and that avatar, although you might be using it just for posts and just for things like that, but imagine if it was walking and it was shaking hands with people, and it was going to different stores and different experiences, and you were experiencing this through your eyes, but your avatar was doing it all. That's kind of what virtual reality is. The Oculus, where you can put the thing on your head, the goggles, and then now you're walking. You're actually experiencing this 3D. With your. Oh Lord, give me a second. Okay, here we go. You're actually experiencing this 3D with your own eyes. This is just. Let me see if I can move this off to my other. I didn't have problems. I was on my other screen here, so that might be my laptop is just really. Okay, so Erica Moss saying, man, people will soon put on the Oculus to visit Walmart shop and item. Oh wow, virtual reality. She says here, people will soon put on the Oculus to visit Walmart shop and items that will be at the door. Early adapters are buying popular company names, titles, etc. to sell for major profits at a later date. Yeah, okay, so that's where the naming part comes in. That name part, real people behind those avatars, good networking. Yeah, this is where we're going into. Okay, it's coming right into another world. Okay, so yeah, so these are, again, guys, and so it's being powered. This Decentraland is being powered by the blockchain. It's being powered by cryptocurrency. The exchanges, in order to even do business or create or build on here, is something you buy into, and then you can do whatever you do on Decentraland. So I will tell you, I'm not very versed with this. Trade, the virtual destination for digital assets, buy and sell land, estates, avatar wearables, and names in the Decentraland marketplace, stocking the very best digital goods and paraphernalia backed by the Ethereum blockchain. So, I could buy something today that's very popular, I guess, maybe, and I maybe could sell it later to someone who really wants that item. And they calling it digital assets who really want, I mean, they're calling it a digital asset. This land, as a virtual real estate, is a digital asset, something that has value. This is just interesting. So so they have some upcoming events. It looks like Floyd Mayweather Jr. NFT drop at the BitBuzz Gallery. NFT, so a lot of NFT stuff going on here. Okay, about Decentraland. Determine the future of the virtual world. The first fully decentralized world, Decentraland is controlled via the DAO, which owns the most important smart contracts and assets of Decentraland. Via the DAO, you decide and vote, or that's the Decentralized Authoritarian Organization. We're going to click on that, find out more. They got a blog down here. Okay, they got introducing the new DAO system. So let me click on learn more here so we can see if we can learn more about this space called Decentraland. Now, I would try to go into the land itself, but I know it's going to slow everything up. So that's why I didn't do that. But I know that okay, so here we go. So Decentraland DAO. What is Decentraland DAO? DAO stands for Decentralized Autonomous Organization. The Decentraland DAO owns the most important smart contracts to make up Decentraland: the land contract, the estates contract, wearables, content service, and the marketplace. It also owns a substantial purse of mana, which allows it to be truly autonomous as well as subsidize various operation initiatives throughout Decentraland. So this is the organization. So it's the first fully decentralized virtual world. It was always a part of the original vision to hand over control to the people who create and play in the virtual space. In short, you, the users. So the DAO, through the DAO, you are controlling the policies created to determine how the world behaves. For example, what kind of wearable items are allowed or disallowed. After the launch for the DAO, moderation of content, land policies, and auctions, among others. So all this stuff comes down to votes for the people who actually build, who actually own space and build on that space in that world. It's almost like maybe like a homeowners association or something like that. How does the DAO work? The community will propose and vote on policy updates, future land auctions, whitelisting of NFT contracts to be allowed inside the world, builder and marketplace, and whatever the community deems relevant. Voting takes place on the Decentraland DAO's governance interface powered by Aragon. So this is the governance. The governance is the people. The people make up the rules. There's no mayor or no governor or no Senate or no House. What kind of things will you get to determine? Over the coming year, we'll be scheduling votes to decide on a range of issues, including but not limited to upgrading land in the states to add more features and protocol upgrades, specifics and dates of future land auctions, size of marketplace fees, which are always in manner that gets burnt, primary sale fees, which are always in manner that gets burnt, addition and replacement of community-run content servers, allocation of mana grants and development efforts, addition of new wearables to the Decentraland world, builder marketplace, replacing members of the Security Council. Okay, what about mana? Mana has already been fully decentralized in the sense that the private key that controls the smart contract has been thrown away. So, yeah, so this is interesting. I mean, all this stuff. I mean, my goodness, this is a lot going on here. So let me click on avatars here. I guess this is what you would start. You would start by, oh no, you probably start by getting some land. Then I guess you can have your own avatar that explores this land, and maybe you don't own any land, but you want to go visit Decentraland. I don't know. Whew, there's a lot to digest. I can tell you that. But my main point is that there is so much going on in this cryptocurrency space, okay? And it's not something. What I got going on here? It's not something. Okay, so that couldn't be reached. That that can be digested in. I guess I couldn't get there. In one sitting. This is why we kind of do this on a daily basis, to kind of come in here, get a little bit more, understand a little bit more, learn a little bit more, find out a little bit more, and then I think as an individual, you'll discover what's of interest to you. How many guys that are watching us here live right now, you know, this interests you, this virtual reality, this digital real estate, this is something that kind of interests you. You want to, I don't know, maybe acquire enough mana to get your own plot of land, or create an avatar that you can then go and visit Decentraland and figure, learn all that they may be doing. Or maybe it's something that your kids might be interested in. They might be into this kind of stuff. I appreciate you, Preston. Yeah, I would agree. It's a need to know. Great comment there. Unfortunately, we find out that things that need to be known are not necessarily things that want to be known. So sometimes it's easier to stay in our own space and what we have come to create for our life, and be oblivious to the things that are being created and taking place that can extend our experience here on this planet. Vivian Reed said Videodrome was the name of one of the virtual reality movies. Okay, very interested. Okay, so for me, guys, I was trying to determine for myself. I mean, how much, because we start looking at 6,000, 28,000. That will be the accruing of this mana token. Now, I would also say, very interesting. Even if I necessarily wasn't interested in it, I could still, the mana token could become so valuable that I could own the mana token and then trade that out to people who are interested in this space and then sell them my mana tokens, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I'm just trying to think of different things that different possibilities for my interest in Decentraland and or Mana the token, which kind of powers Decentraland itself. So this is it's, I don't know whether it opens up a whole new world or what. But I wanted to also, let me show you guys, because let's see if we can see this. Let's see if it's going to pop up like the most expensive land. Let's see, in 2018, people are making more than 500% buying property for sale at the moment. Most expensive. Oh, this is 2018. The most expensive land for sale at the moment is going for 1 billion mana, or about $80 million. Its proximity to the district is the center. Virtual land parcels selling for millions. Last month saw the most expensive virtual land sale to date, when 8 lots in the gaming platform Axia Infinity sold for a total of 1.5 million. So understand, guys. So this is a virtual game. I guess it's a virtual game platform, Axia Infinity. Plots sell daily in online world such as Decentraland. Virtual place. It's the most expensive deal ever. Okay, let me click on this. Bloomberg. Look at this. Most expensive virtual lands in Decentraland, $175,000. It's something one of these virtual plots of land sold for. So we're getting to a space of digital real estate. Oh, wait a second. Republico. Wait a second. Republico is a like a private oh, look at this. All right, investing in Decentraland 2020. Why now might be the time to consider buying virtual land in the metaverse of Decentraland. This came out June 3rd. This came out last week. Okay, I'm just finding this. So Decentraland made news when people started banking profits more than 500% buying and selling digital land. So just imagine someone that's a real estate investor. How many guys are into real estate? You're a real estate investor, but then you become versed in becoming a digital real estate investor, where you buy a plot of land, I guess you develop it, and then you sell it, and it's, depending on location. I think it's very similar principles, maybe. This was back in 2018. Decentralized virtual world has only gained traction since. Decentraland is the first and most established multiplayer role-playing metaverse built on the Ethereum blockchain. While you can never move in or visit physically, you can buy and sell land in Decentraland, oftentimes make a lot of money doing so. Wow, this is crazy. Again, 16 by 16 blocks represented by NFT. So this is an NFT land. 90,000 parcels. So it's basically the land is capped as far as how much space is available. So that makes supplies limited. Demand could be huge at some point, or it could be nothing. What do you do with digital land? Okay, here we go. In Decentraland and other virtual worlds, community is paramount. Just like the real world real estate, what makes virtual land valuable is not only where it's located within the metaverse, but how owners choose to develop the land. Excitement about the possibilities of what can be created in the metaverse fuels mana, its digital currency, and land purchases. In order to attract users to virtual land, they must have an incentive to go, an exciting game, interesting content, digital art to look at, new people to interact with, or even money to win at in-world games. More popular developments within Decentraland are this. Okay, let's look at these developments. Art galleries, as I mentioned to you, where owners showcase and sell their digital NFT art, including crypto kitties and other types of NFT collectibles. Casinos, where players can win mana, which is the token. Game sites, such as Whack-A-Mole. Brand-sponsored content, such as the recently announced Atari Arcade, which will feature games that can be played within Decentraland. Music venues, where DJs and musicians play music and hold concerts. So we just saw during the pandemic, we had the whole DJ Nice and doing all of the versus stuff that was on Facebook or Instagram or whatever the case may be. Well, imagine that being in this Decentraland virtual space and them making, and I'm not quite sure whether they made money or not, but them making money. I know everybody talking about, I got you porn, but anyway, people making money playing their music in this space. I mean, more real world brands enter the metaverse as a way to engage with, advertise to, and connect with users and customers. It's likely that digital real estate within the metaverse will continue to appreciate value. As an example, land sold in Decentraland for $500 in early 2019 is now trading for over $7,800 today. Wow. Investing in real estate. Okay, wait a second. All right, okay. As in real life, real estate is all about location, location, location. Everybody put in console location. This last little part I'll read before we got to get up out of here. The parcels closer to the Genesis Plaza location, which users enter the game, and various districts such as Vegas City, Crypto Valley, and Dragon City are typically more valuable than others. Similarly, parcels near crossroads are worth more than those that are not. In Decentraland, purchasing adjacent parcels can create an estate. Owning an estate permits owners to build larger developments. In Decentraland, people all over the world, using their avatars, of course, can attend virtual gaming conventions, gather in a virtual space to watch a real sporting event. Wow. Pitch ideas to potential investors in a virtual Silicon Valley called Crypto Valley. That's why it's important to own many adjacent parcels. This land can be rented out like, kind of like what's it called? What y'all doing when y'all get the little rental, y'all get the little house and y'all rent it out to people that come in town? Huh? Yeah, it's kind of like Airbnb, right? Land can be rented out, allowing users to generate cash flow and potential income from tenants. Whoo! Just like when you're doing due diligence on real estate in the real world, always look at comparable assets or comps. When you're buying a house, one of the first things you should do is look at comparable properties in the area to get a baseline understanding of price and value. The same logic applies to Decentraland. You shouldn't base your assumptions on the sale price itself, but rather look at the sale history of similar parcels in nearby locations. Check out nonfungible.com to find out what the parcels are worth, and OpenCIO to see where parcels are trading. So, this is an introduction, guys, to this thing called Decentraland or Mana here today on the Money and Power Show. And for those that virtual porn, no license needed. Watch the movie, Sergey. Glad you reviewed this one, not just for the knowledge. There is a market. If you into flip life, now's the time to get active. Yeah, if you're into that. What's going on, Sahan-san? How are you? This is something your kids can do. Yeah, absolutely. No license needed. Yeah, you don't need a license here at all. Location. Yep. Airbnb. Yep, absolutely. We'll continue to at least introduce our community to the different projects, different use cases, different cryptocurrencies. In this space that is disrupting our world. We're moving to Web 3.0. And I just don't want anybody to be left behind. Decentraland or Manor, and it may not be. Everybody's not into real estate. Everybody won't be into digital real estate. Some people may be, but it's still going to come down to you doing your research, you learning what you don't know. This is a very new space, very risky space as well, but could be very rewarding. I mean, again, if I if I bought something for $500 3 years ago and now it's worth 10x what I bought it for 10 years ago, that's astronomical. That's not happening in our physical real estate where you bought something for $100,000 and it's worth $100,000. I mean, $100,000 is worth $1 million later on. That's not typically what happens in real estate, in our physical real estate. But in the virtual world, what happens is, even though here's the thing, even though it's about location in this digital world, it's available to, the thing is, it's available to everybody in the world. That's the difference. Like the real estate that I might physically have, it's also based upon location, but it's typically only available to those that's in that vicinity. Well, now I'm opening up a digital real estate where anybody all over the world can bid on. And that opens me up, that gives me more opportunity to actually sell that particular asset if I wanted to sell it. So this is another thing that's out. Another space that people can choose to dive into. And I wish you much success. But man, maybe a lot of different ways to play this thing of what you believe, with this being this virtual space and what they're looking to accomplish and what they're doing. And of course, if you learned anything today, I like to see those pineapples in the comments below. So yeah, that's our time here today, guys. I think we'll be covering Engine Coin tomorrow, something like that. I'm just gonna keep going through them, and finding use cases and finding out what they do and introducing them to our community. And then hopefully, you take something away from it and you participate in this, what we call this future of finance. Anyway, I'm your host, ERGJ, certified. Yeah, pineapples. Like, you're a pineapple emoji. There's a pineapple emoji somewhere on your phone or somewhere. I don't know. People put pineapples in the chat when they learn something new. Right? They learn something new. It's a pineapple moment from Kevin Hart. You're going to learn today. Anyway, I'm your host, ERGJ, certified global financial educator. We'll get ready for our financial health mentor coming up here on BBC TV. Of course, again, guys, if you do not have a connection to cryptocurrency, you want to at least get started. In the comments or in the description of this video, you'll find a link where you can actually start your Coinbase account and get access to cryptocurrency. You don't want to miss out on opportunities to grow and grow your wealth. And this is what we're looking to do. Most of us we're looking to become investors more so than just consumers, and find ways to make our money work harder for us than we work for it. I want you guys to remember this, man, that it takes a village. It starts with us. Let's build as we climb together. We all we got, beautiful people. Matter of fact, we all we really need. And thank God that's more than enough. Until next episode, you know what time it is. Mr. DJ, hit the music somewhere.